everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. I am Elena Pasoli, Director of the Bologna Children's Book Fair. As you may know, the Global Rights Exchange platform was the first initiative we worked on last year when we had to take the decision to cancel the in-person fair. We thought we needed to offer our exhibitors a virtual space where they could do the same work they had always done in Bologna, in the pleasant and warm atmosphere of the traditional fair. But then, in the course of the following months, we realized that this tool, designed to replace the fair, had great potential and deserved to be developed, to be enriched with more functions in order to become a useful and important market and dialogue tool throughout the year. In other words, it could play the role of a fair all year long, 24 hours a day. So, following the advice of our exhibitors and working intensively with our partner PubMatch, we have developed this brand new version of the Global Rights Exchange that we're presenting to you today. It is a very important step taken by Bologna Fiere. It represents an important part of the positive legacy left by the pandemic. In this year and a half, in which we have not been able to meet, travel, and all carry out our work in the traditional way, we have certainly understood that we want to meet again and that we need to meet in person, as we did before the pandemic. But we have also learned to make better use of digital technologies and to think of them as an additional tool to facilitate even more the constant connection with our counterparts in any country. Here with me today are John Malinowski, founder of PubMatch and president of Combined Book Exhibit, Maria Elena Schiavo, International Sales Manager of the Bologna Children's Book Fair, and Cristina Angelucci, consultant for over 20 years to Bologna Fiere for the audiovisual and licensing sectors. John, your turn.
Thank you, Elena. I think we can all agree we have come a long way in the past 15 months. But first, a little history. Looking back to March of 2020, when the world was basically shut down and all book fairs were canceled, Elena knew that she had to do something, albeit virtually, to continue the business of buying and selling rights for the fair, including the continuation of all the awards and programming the Bologna Book Fair typically does each year. When I got the call from Elena asking if PubMatch could create a virtual platform to enable rights buyers and sellers the ability to showcase their current offerings, set up meetings, and negotiate rights deals just like they were sitting across the table at a physical fair, and we only had 5 weeks to pull it off, my initial thought was definitely skepticism. However, after further discussion with Elena and our PubMatch development team, we came to the conclusion that we could develop a virtual platform in that short time. Using the PubMatch engine and some of the main features in it, along with many late night meetings and programming, we were able to develop the first virtual rights platform that went live 2 weeks prior to the opening of the 2020 Bologna Virtual Fair. As with any new platform, we did encounter some issues, which we were able to overcome during that time period. This was all new territory for everyone involved, but we came away with a lot of great suggestions from both the agents and publishers that used it. That first year, we saw close to 1,000 publishers and agents participate. Now looking at the second edition of the GRE, we have incorporated many of the suggestions from publishers and agents into the GRE platform, along with some new innovative features that will make use of the GRE more powerful and easy to use. Some of the new features, which Mary Elena will show you shortly, include a translatable chat feature. Now everyone can chat in their own language without the use of a translator if they wish. Instant video meetings while in a chat. You no longer have to schedule Zoom meetings at later dates. An improved automated bulk title upload system to save you time on uploading content to your company profile. The ability to upload rights catalogs and videos. The ability to showcase certain titles or series of titles that you want to highlight. An improved messaging system for all those who are registered. And the ability to invite other rights professionals not already registered to participate in the GRE for meeting purposes. We've also included a GRE platform for the Bologna Licensing Trade Fair. Here you can learn what's new in licensing brands and properties with a focus on children and teens. Christina will talk a little more about this shortly. The GRE has come a long way since March of 2020, and with the help of Elena and her staff, along with the agents and publishers that have given us such valuable feedback, the GRE can now be used as a year-round tool for all your virtual meetings and book fairs. We continue to make improvements to the GRE, and with the help of those who use it, we'll make this a valuable tool for all rights professionals. With that, Mary Elena will now show you a short demo on the main features of the GRE. Mary Elena?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hello, and welcome to this focus on the Global Rights Exchange. I am very pleased to introduce you to this second edition of our BCBF business platform that you can experience all year round for meetings, for promoting titles and brands, and of course, for easy access to other rights and licensing professionals. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, all right. So let's begin with the registration process. To successfully register in the GRE, please go on the globalrightsexchange.com and you will land on this new homepage where you can find some guidelines, some features, and also you can reserve your advertising opportunities, and you can, of course, have a look at our step-by-step videos that will guide you on how to use the Global Rights Exchange. If you were already registered last year, you can click on the sign in on the top of the page, or you can click on the main Bologna Children's Book Fair banner and then on the sign in button, and you will be directed to this sign in page. Here, please log in with your previous credentials from 2020. So you have to enter your username and your password, and then you can click on login. If you don't have them, don't worry, because you can click on forgot password to retrieve them. Inside your dashboard, you will need to create a new username, a unique username for the 2021 edition, and a new password. Then you fill in your account with as much information as possible. So let us know if you are a rights buyer or a rights seller, or maybe both of them. And then, of course, you can enter your company name, you can enter your main email address, and from this year, you can also select your country collective name, if any. Now you can also update a company logo, and you indicate whether you are registering for the Bologna Licensing Trade Fair or for the Bologna Children's Book Fair, or maybe for both of them. You can check all boxes, and then you can click on Save. And now your login code and your profile has been successfully updated. However, if you are totally new to the platform, please again go to the Global Rights Exchange landing page. And this time you have to click on Register Now. On Register Now, you can indicate whether you are registering as an exhibitor or as a visitor, and you can create your username and your password. For example, I'm going to create my new credential and I set up my profile. I am both a buyer and seller. I am interested in licensing development. I'm going to enter my company name and of course, an email address. Then I'm going to indicate that I am registering for example, for the Bologna Children's Book Fair and my profession. And I check all boxes and also the age group. You have to give your consent for terms and conditions and click on Save. Now you will see a pop-up telling you that the BCBF team will review your application. The BCBF team will send you an email to inform you that your account has been approved or not. You will receive this email, including your link to log in. So now that you are successfully logged in, no matter if you were already an exhibitor or if you are a totally new one, you will find yourself in the dashboard. The dashboard is like your control room. From the dashboard, you can have the full control of all your contents and all your data. So, of course, you can start now using the platform. You can, for example, check the BCBF exhibitor directory or the BLTF exhibitor directory or the visitor ones. From this here, you can start your search by exhibitor, by book, by author, by illustrator, and you can enjoy some new filters specifically target for the children's book market, as for example, book types or book topics or the age group. You can also have a look inside the Comics Corner section. But now we come back to our dashboard and let's see together how we can add individual titles to your profile. So we click on My Books here on the left menu and then click on Add New Book Title. Now you can easily import some information directly from the Google Books. You can include an ISBN number. Let me show you. All right, and you will see that some of the fields will be completed automatically. For example, in this case, the title and also the author and a quick abstract of your book. Now you have to edit, pre-fill the information and add as much as information as possible. So check book types that refer to the title, and then of course the age group, and then you can upload a cover image of your book in a few clicks, and you can also upload the pages of the inside, the PDF of the pages of the inside of your book so that user can easily have a look inside your book. Then you can fill in some extra information, as for example, price and currency, and write details. And then you can click on Save. And we will see that your book will be successfully added in your profile. From within your dashboard, you can at any time edit, check, upload, or delete your titles. Let me show you how it looks like from your company profile. And also let me show you very quickly the View Inside feature. I search, for example, an exhibitor in our directory, and I am interested in this book. And of course, if I click on this look inside button, I can see very quickly and very easily the inside of my book. Okay, so we can go back to our dashboard, and now we can see how to add a showcase. The showcase is like a promotional window that allow you to highlight some titles, and you just need to go on Manage Book Showcase and then to click on Add New Book Showcase. And first step, you enter a name. To me, it will be Bologna Ragazze Award. I'm going to create a showcase about the Bologna Ragazze Award. For you, could be, for example, bestsellers or award-winning titles or feature titles, or maybe a specific topic. Then you can add a cover of your book showcase. In this case, I choose the Bologna Ragazze Award logo. And of course, you have to select titles for your showcase, and you can search them by title or by ISBN. So let me add some title to my showcase. You type the name and you add titles to your promotional window. It's very simple. You click on Save and Continue. And in this following page, you can drag title in the order you want them to appear, or maybe you can sort them out by author or by series. And click on Save and Continue. Here we are. Here, let me show how the book showcase can appear in your account. If users want to have a look inside your book showcase, they just need to click on the book showcase and they can access the selection of title in a glance. Then they can, of course, check inside and maybe they can make an offer. In the View All Title page of your profile, you will see that there will be specific label refer to the book showcase you created. So now let's move to something very funny. We can have a look at the chat. So as said before, the chat is a new feature of this year Global Rights Exchange. So you can find chats in the lower right corner of your screen, and you just need to click here to see how it's available for a chat. You can also check who is online inside the directory, and you can click on Exhibitor Online. Otherwise, if you are already inside a profile of a user, you can know very easily if they are online and if they are available for a chat through this green chat button. And you will see their chat screen appears. In the chat, you can use some very useful tools that you can find here in the menu, and you can, for example, leave a voice note or maybe share some files, send the files directly in your chat. And from this here, you can also share your screen. It's very easy, and you can, of course, share your screen at any time while you're having your conversation directly on the platform, because as John said, you don't need to have any Zoom or any other platform from this year. And what new, of course, you can select your language. Here it's very easy. So you select the language you want your message will be translated to, and you can continue to type your message in your own language, but it will be instantly translated into the language of the user you are talking with. Of course, you can click on the icon of the phone for an audio call, or maybe click on the camera icon just to have a real video chat. So let's finish with something very, very simple, that is how to schedule a meeting. So we come back to our dashboard, our control room, and we click on schedule new meeting right here. And you can, in a few clicks, send a meeting invitation. You just need to select your time zone, and then, of course, the date of the meeting. You can indicate the beginning and the end time of your meeting, participant, and you click save and send invite. The recipient will receive an email with your invitation, your meeting schedule, and of course a link to join the meeting instantly. You can start the meeting directly from your dashboard in a click. You just go to start meeting. And once the meeting has started, you will see the chat screens of those that you invited to the meeting. So I think that's all for the moment about the BCBF section. I hope you will enjoy the platform and make your tries and test the platform, and of course let us know all your feedbacks. I now leave the stage to Cristina.
Thank you, Maria Elena. Well, for us, first of all, I'm personally very honored to be part of the big Bologna family since over 20 years. And I've seen so many things about Bologna to start and grow up throughout this very last period. And licensing is a very important part of the book fair as overall trade show. As the Bologna Book Fair is properly a children's content event, licensing is a big part of this children's content evolution. So when everything stopped in person last year, it was almost compulsory also from the licensing part to be included and integrated into the main global rights exchange. And so it is what has happened this year, and I can say very successfully. So now if we see how the global rights exchange looks like, it is really a merge trade show where all the souls of the book fair live all together. I'm not good as Maria Elena to share the screen and so on for the licensing section, so I don't know if Maria Elena, you want just to browse a bit for me. But what I want to add is very simple and clear, that for all the licensing professionals, what can be done on the publishing front is the same also on the licensing front. The difference, of course, is that for the licensing, exhibitors don't upload book titles, but they do upload brands. But as Maria Elena also explained before, there are exhibitors who can decide to join both publishing and licensing fronts, as it has always happened during the in-person events. We have several exhibitors who have different business happening in the show. So they have the publishing, the licensing, and also the audiovisual business as well. So in this platform, they can decide to split in both ways, so publishing and licensing. So just regarding the licensing, they can upload their brands, and the in the brand sheet, in the brand, as it's like the property guide we were used to have in person. In person, we were used to have a kind of catalog of all the brands available in the licensing section, but it was not, of course, interactive as it is now. In this case, now you upload all the necessary info you need to have to highlight your brand. So who is the owner, or in the case the agency, the description, the target, which categories are available and which others are instead have been sold, and if it is a new brand or not, if there are any specific notes that you need or you want to add to highlight your brand. More than this, you can have a photo gallery, you can also upload the videos, and so the sheet about your brand is very complete. And more than this, of course, then you can chat and you can browse and you can network as for all the others exhibitors. And of course, you can decide also what you want also to highlight, and also to network with in the case you are an exhibitor, to network also with the visitors. We just remind that instead, if you are a visitor, of course, you can browse among all the exhibitors of the book fair and the licensing, but not among the visitors themselves. This, I think, is important to stress out. In general, I think that this platform is something unique. It has never been done something like this before, I mean, in the licensing front. And it can be really an opportunity to keep the network among the industry in a continuous way throughout the year, and without not thinking about this exact time only. And it can be also a great opportunity to keep posted, thinking about looking forward to meet again in person in the future. Now, Maria Elena is just showing some of the brands that have been already uploaded, but many others are on the way. Of course, this is a global platform. The licensing is global and local, so there are global brands, but also together with local brands as well. This is the peculiarity, not only for the licensing, also for the publishing, but in the licensing is pretty important. And so my invitation is to join the network as visitor, to look for brands, to look for new opportunities, and to look for new IPs, also to develop into animation, also because there are exhibitors who can highlight which IPs are available also for audiovisual developments. But I think that is an important topic, an important issue for Bologna. And then this is from the visitor's perspective. On the exhibitor point of view, I really invite you to join this platform as exhibitor as well, to highlight your brands and to network with the rest of the industry. As I always stress, this is something permanent, so it keeps on going also after the week of the book fair. So thanks for this great opportunity to explain this subject. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Cristina. Thank you, Maria Elena. Thank you, John. And thank you to all our friends that are attending this meeting from their home. You will please don't feel free to get back to us. You will see on the screen the email addresses to which you can send your questions, and we all look forward to welcoming you to the Global Rights Exchange, and also in Bologna next year from 21st to 24 in March. Arrivederci. Arrivederci.